I'm going to go ahead and start my stock flower seeds today and thought I would take you along with me to show you how I start them in the greenhouse. It is the latter part of January, and this is around when I have started them in the past. And I have discovered that every year I have grown stock, I have started them in seed trays with great success. But I've also started, after starting them in seed trays, I've started some in the garden directly as well. And I have found that if you are going to have like a warm spell of a week or two where the temperatures get up into the 50s or so, you can very easily start them in the garden. I have found stock to be very quick to germinate and grow, and really have had no issues starting stock whatsoever. I think it's often a flower that's talked about like it's tricky, but at least in my experience, in my climate, I find it very, very easy to germinate. So anyways, follow along as I start them here in the greenhouse. So the varieties I'm going to start today, one of which I have grown in the past, which is Chanter Cato apricot. I'm really not sure how to say that. And the other one is new to me, but I have heard about it, the Quartet variety. Specifically, I'm going to be starting Quartet Marine. Both of these are branching type stock. If you want to know the stock varieties that I really, really love and have had great success with, you can check out my video about my experience with growing stock, particularly this variety and another one. So I'll link that below. But I got both of these from Baker Creek Seeds. Really great experience with them. So anyways, here we go. So I've got my seed starting mix here. I'm going to pre-wet it before I put it into my seed tray. So I have my soil pre-wetted and I'm going to fill in my seed trays. This is a new seed tray to me. I usually have bought the kind of cheapy, pretty disposable plastic ones. This year I thought I would invest in some of these reusable ones from Burpee. This will be my first round of seeds that I'm starting with one of these. And I'll let y'all know how I like them or don't like them after my experience with this. Our seed tray filled with our pre-wetted mix. So I'm going to sow my stock seed 1/4 inch deep in each one of these cell trays. One thing that I like to do when I sow a lot of different seeds that aren't surface sown is I take a pencil, or here I don't have a pencil, so I'm going to use a pair of my little clippers, and I just am going to make an indentation within the cell pack. I'm going to keep going and just make an indentation in each one of these. In roughly that 1/4 inch threshold. And I just find that this saves a little bit of time doing it all at once, as opposed to doing it one by one as I go. Okay, so I've got my seeds here, and I'm going to pick up one, if I can manage it, and just place it in my indentation and cover it up. I also find that this helps me not lose track of which cell I have already planted a seed in. I've done that plenty of times where I forget what row I'm on, and this is just easier to keep track. I have my seed tray all filled up with our stock seed. I expect them to sprout very quickly, definitely within a week or a week and a half. And I will actually probably transplant them out fairly quickly as well. I have had success with that in years past. Because stock are frost hardy, I have actually had really good success with planting them out fairly quickly after they sprout within the seed trays. This way I just kind of can keep them well watered and make sure that they get off to a good little start. But from there, in the past, I have just planted them directly in the garden after acclimating them just a little bit, and they have gone on to do very well. So that's what I plan on doing this year as well. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see what other gardening things I have going on this year. So anyways, thanks for watching and happy gardening.